Cal gripped the stylus and scrawled his name across the contract pad. The council chamber reeked of sweat and stale air, packed with colonists glaring from the benches. Foreman Holt Dane stood at the front, smirking as he stamped the seal. "Married," Holt announced. "Cal Mercer and the Xenofilth Rinvessa. Council's mercy for your debts, Mercer. Don't make us regret it." Booze erupted. A rotten fruit core splattered against Cal's boot. Rin stood rigid beside him, her iridescent skin shimmering under the harsh lights, 4 arms folded tight. Her scent hit him then, sharp, like burnt rubber and spoiled milk. Humans recoiled, coughing. Cal grabbed her upper elbow, firm, not rough, and steered her toward the exit. "Move." The crowd surged as they hit the street. Shouts pelted them. "Go home, stink beast. Human traitor." Stones skipped off the ground. One clipped Cal's shoulder. He shoved Ryan behind him, shielding her bulk with his frame. She matched his height, broader across the chest, but he moved faster through the press. A burly miner swung a fist. Cal ducked, rammed his palm into the man's gut. The miner doubled over, gasping. Cal yanked Rin forward. Keep up," he growled. Her lower hands clutched a battered case. She said nothing, eyes scanning the mob. Golden slits in a face too angular for human comfort. They broke free at the homestead gate. Cal's boots crunched gravel as he hauled it open. The single-story hab unit squatted under New Horizons' dusty sky, solar panels scarred from storms. He shoved Rin inside, slammed the door, and threw the bolts. Silence dropped like a hammer. Cal leaned against the door, chest heaving. Outside, jeers faded to mutters. He turned. Rin stood in the entryway, case at her feet. That scent clung thicker now, invading the clean recyclers. "Rules," Cal said. He jabbed a thumb toward the kitchen. "You eat what I cook. No touching tools without asking. Stay inside unless I'm with you. Town wants us dead. Don't give them excuses." She tilted her head, mandibles clicking softly. Her voice rasped, translated through the cheap implant in her throat. "Understood, husband. Don't call me that." He waved at the hall. "Bathrooms there. Wash off. Smells like a chem spell." Ryan's golden eyes narrowed. She didn't move. "Now!" Cal snapped. He crossed to the kitchen, pulling ration packs from the cooler. His hands shook. Anger, not fear. Homestead secure, land safe. That's what mattered. Footsteps padded behind him. He glanced back. Ryan knelt by her case, upper hands popping latches. She lifted the lid. A hiss escaped. Not air. A puff of vapor thicker than before. The burnt rubber stench slammed into him, eyes watering. Cal gagged, stumbled back. "What the hell?" He pinched his nose. "I said wash." Ryan rose slow, all 4 arms spread, her skin flushed deeper blue. Defensive measure. "You advance. I warn." "Advance?" Cal coughed, wiping his face. The air thickened, coating his throat. "I turned away. You dictate. Invade space." Her mandibles flexed. Vesa clan train's response. Scent repels threats. Cal blinked through tears. Clan? Training? Aliens didn't do instinct. They engineered it. He grabbed a filter mask from the tool bench, slapped it on. Air cleared. "Turn it off," he ordered, voice muffled. She hesitated. Lower hands clenched, bland, active. Fades in time. Time. Great. He eyed the vents, recyclers straining. One night like this, and the whole unit fouls. Rules include no gassing the house. Cal yanked a stool from the table. Sat, mask fogged with each breath. Why trigger it? I'm not attacking. Rin's posture eased a fraction. She closed the case, latched it. Instinct protocols. Displaced. Unfamiliar male claims territory. Her eyes flicked to the contract pad on the counter. Still warm from the chamber. Human custom binds without consent.
Cal pulled off the mask. Lingering sting burned his sinuses, but breathable now.
Council seizes my land otherwise. Pa's graves out back. Won't lose it to debts. She nodded once, sharp. Survival calculus. I comprehend. Comprehend. Not understand. Cal studied her. 4 arms hung loose now. Fingers dexterous. 6 per hand. Mechanic's dream, if she knew tools. But that scent. Go wash, he repeated, softer. Pointed again. Soaps in the stall. Neutralizes most chems. Ryan scooped her case. She moved past him, close enough for heat to radiate off her skin, like a furnace idling. No sway. Pure efficiency. Bathroom door hissed shut. Cal exhaled. He stripped the table, laid out protein bars and synth veggies. Water purifier hummed. Outside, a rock clinked off the wall. He ignored it. Shower cycled on. Steam vented faintly. Good. She followed. 20 minutes later, door opened. Ryan emerged, skin glistening, wrapped in a towel too small for her frame. Scent gone. Replaced by soap, citrus sharp. Better, Cal said. He slid a plate across. Eat. She sat opposite, upper hands taking fork and knife, lower ones folded in lap. First bite precise. No mess. You a survivor? Cal asked, forked his own bar. Heard your ship crashed sectors out. Vesa scout vessel. Sabotage. She chewed methodically. I alone. Council offers sanctuary via bond. Sanctuary, Cal snorted. Holt calls it a lesson. Prove humans don't need Xenos. Her fork paused. Foreman Dane, he incites. You notice, Cal met her eyes. Steady gold. Yeah, boss is the mine. Wants you gone yesterday. Ryan set down utensils. I contribute. Engineering aptitude high. Vesa excel at molecular assembly. Cal raised a brow. Like nanofab? Superior. She tapped the table. A faint shimmer rippled under her fingertip. Static discharge? Human tools crude, I refine. He leaned forward. Homestead Jenny flickered last week. If she fixed, a thud outside. Cal tensed. Windows showed shadows. 3 figures, Holt's bulk leading. Stay, he whispered. Grabbed the shock prod from under the sink. Door rattled. Mercer, show us the freak. Cal palmed the prod active. Blue arc crackled. Rin stood, all 4 arms unfolding. I assist, she said. No. He blocked her. My house. My rules. Holt's voice boomed. Open up, or we drag her out. Cal cracked the door, prod hidden. Legal marriage. Back off, Holt sneered. Crew flanking. Stinking Xeno taints you. Council see reason. One goon lunged.
Cal jammed the prod into his thigh. Man howled. Dropped.
Next? Cal dared. Holt spat. This ain't over. They retreated, cursing. Cal bolted the door. Turned. Rin watched, unblinking. You protected, she said. House rules. He stowed the prod, heart pounded. No one touches what's mine. Her mandibles clicked. Approval? She nodded. Partnership acknowledged. Cal grunted. Partnership. Maybe. But as he lay in bed later, listening to her settle in the spare room, that citrus scent lingered. Faint, clean. Outside, footsteps circled. Holt wasn't done, and Ryan's case hummed softly in the dark. Cal yanked the bedsheet aside and swung his legs to the floor. Dawn light sliced through the blinds. That hum from Rin's room persisted. Low, insistent. He pulled on boots, grabbed his toolkit, and headed to the kitchen. The citrus tang hung thicker overnight. Holt's crew might sniff it from the road. He rummaged under the sink. Old dryer vent hose. Duct tape. 10 minutes later, he jury-rigged a scrubber. Hose clamped to a fan. Filters stacked inside a plastic bin powered by a spare battery pack. He flipped the switch. Fan whirred. Air cycled through. Ryan emerged from her room. All 4 arms tucked close. Her compound eyes flicked to the device. What construct? Air scrubber. Cal adjusted the intake near her. Pulls your scent. Clears it fast. Won't hurt you. Charcoal's neutral. She tilted her head. Mandibles parted slightly. Humans filter atmosphere. Ingenious, primitive, but effective. She stepped closer. Sniffed the outflow. Functional, acceptable. Cal nodded. Good. Eat first. Got synth protein bars. Fuel up. Ryan's upper arms crossed. Human rations incompatible. Toxins for Vesari physiology. She retrieved a sealed case from her room, slid it open with a claw tip. Gray paste inside. She scooped a portion into a pan, added a vial of powder, heated it on the stove. Steam rose, sharp, metallic. She stirred with precise flicks. 5 minutes, paste solidified into pale blue bars, crystalline edges gleaming. Cal watched. You just synthesized that? Vesari field rations? Nanites reconfigure proteins. She broke off a piece, bit down. Crunch echoed. Sustains. Efficient. He whistled low. Damn, Our bars take a chem lab to make edible. She offered a fragment. Sample? Cal hesitated. Took it. Bit. Tasted like salted copper wire, but no gut punch. Not bad. Tougher than jerky. Partnership exchange. Her mandibles clicked once. Footsteps crunched outside. Cal tensed, peered through the window. Mara Sato from the clinic, medkit slung over her shoulder. She waved. No, Holt goons. Cal opened the door. Mara, early check-in? She glanced past him at Ryan. Town talks ugly after last night. Holt's stirring the pot. Wanted to scan her vitals. Make sure you're both breathing. Ryan stiffened. No need. Vesari heal. Mara smiled. Humor me. Protocol. Call stepped aside. Mara unpacked her scanner. Beeps filled the kitchen. Lungs clear. No infections. That scent? Pheromone marker? Defensive, Rin said. Triggers aversion in primates. Mara nodded. Explains the riots off-world, but scrubbers working. Levels dropping. She packed up. Cal, watch your back. Holt's petitioning council to void the marriage. Claims cultural contamination. Cal's jaw tightened. Over my tools. Mara squeezed his arm. You're doing right. Call if it turns. She left. Ryan turned to the door. I depart. Seek alternative shelter. Less risk to you. No. Cal blocked her path. She pushed forward. He grabbed her lower left wrist. Instinct to hold her back. Skin cool, segmented. Her eyes widened. Defensive glands pulsed. A barb snapped from her wrist joint. Pierced his palm clean through. Blood welled hot. Cal jerked back, cursing. Dropped her arm. Barb retracted slick with red. Rin froze. Apologies. Reflex. Contact initiates strike. Cal clamped his hand. Blood dripped to the floor. Hell. Warn a guy. She backed away. Upper arms raised, placating. Boundaries undefined. Vesari protocol demands clarity. He strode to the medkit. Rin followed at distance. Sat him at the table. He poured antiseptic. Barbed hole throbbed. Clean puncture, no venom. Wrapped gauze tight. Flexed fingers. Still worked. All right. Cal grabbed a notepad. Pen. Scribbled fast. 1. No unannounced departures. Talk first. 2. Physical contact. Verbal consent only. No grabs. Death. 3. Scent scrubber stays on. We adapt together. 4. Food sharing optional. No toxins. 5. Threats outside. I handle front. You tech support. He slid the list across. Sign it. Your rules too. Rin scanned it. Lower arms extended. Added in precise script. 6. Vesari tech access. Consult Cal. No solo repairs. 7. Defensive strikes. Warning chirp first. 8. Trust metric. Daily update. She mandibles clacked. Signed. Touched pen to paper. Cal grunted. Added his initials. Shook her offered upper hand. Slow. Telegraphed. Cool grip. Firm. Deal. Her eyes gleamed. Unexpected. Humans negotiate post-injury? Practical. He stood. Blood spot on floor, stared up. Wiped it with a rag. Save stitches. Rin nodded. Efficiency noted. Partnership elevates. A rumble. Outside. Truck engine. Cal peeked. Holt's rig, idling at the fence. Foreman leaned out. Megaphone in hand. Mercer, council hearing tomorrow. Bring the freak, or we fetch her. Cal palmed the shock prod. Rin unfolded a tool from her case. Slender welder, blue tip sparking. I refine prod. Amplify output. He glanced. How? Vesari modulation. She worked fast. Circuits hummed. Output doubled. Arc leaped longer. Holt revved the engine. Goons piled out. Chains rattling. Cal cracked the door. Prod crackled. Legal binding. Back off, Holt. Foreman laughed. Council voids it. Xenostench proves incompatibility. Ryan's voice from behind. Human law. Contract unbreakable. Sans breach. Holt blinked. What? Cal smirked. She knows your rules better than you. Goons hesitated. Holt spat. Tomorrow. Be there. They piled in. Truck peeled out. Cal bolted the door. Turned. Ryan held the upgraded prod. Test. He took it. Zapped the sink edge. Sparks flew wild, enough to drop 2 men. Holy. Yeah. Collaboration. Her mandibles clicked approval. Cal stowed it. Heart steady now. That scent? Faint. Scrubbed clean, like pine soap. Partnership, real. But as night fell, her case hummed again. Outside, shadows gathered, not footsteps. Drones, Holt escalating. Cal gripped the prod. Ryan's eyes met his in the dark. Trust metric, rising. But counsel tomorrow could end it all. Cal yanked the bolt door open as Holt's truck skidded to a halt outside. Dust swirled. The foreman jumped down, megaphone raised. Mercer. Depot, compliance inspection. Bring the Xeno. 5 minutes or we drag her. Rin stepped beside Cal, tool case in her grip. Her mandibles clicked once. No fierce scent. Clean, like machined metal now. Cal hefted the upgraded prod. We're coming. Legal binding holds. Holt sneered. Counsel says otherwise. Move. They loaded into Cal's battered Rover. Ryan sat rigid, eyes scanning the horizon. Drones buzzed low. Holt's watchers. Cal punched the throttle. The depot loomed ahead. Squat alloy buildings, humming generators, the town's power heart. He parked amid staring workers. Humans in grease-stained jumpsuits paused lifts. Tools frozen. Whispers hissed. Freak. Stinks even from here. Cal killed the engine. Took Ryan's arm. Gentle, firm, stay close. She nodded, understood. They strode through the main bay doors. Holt waited center floor, arms crossed, flanked by 2 goons and a council notary drone hovering overhead. Mara Sato lingered by the med station, her clinic badge glinting. She met Cal's eyes, nodded once. Separate now, Holt barked. Xeno to quarantine pen. Inspection protocol.
Cal planted feet. She's my wife. Binding contract.
We go together, workers murmured. Holt's face reddened. She's contaminant. Scent logs prove it. Council voids marriages with health risks. Ryan's voice cut clear, accent clipped. Human Code 47B. Spousal unity in proceedings. Breach voids your authority. The notary drone beeped affirmatively. Holt glared, smart mouth. Goons. Touch her. You touch me. Cal raised the prod. Arc crackled blue. Twice factory spec. Goons stepped back. Mara edged closer. Holt, ease off. Depose short-handed. Let him stay. Holt waved her silent. Fine. Together, but she scans first. He jabbed a reader wand at Ryan. It beeped green. No active pheromones. Holt scowled, cleaned up. Doesn't change facts. Cal guided Rim forward. Generators thrummed in the back row. Coolant hissing faint. Workers milled, eyes hostile. Ryan tilted her head. Anomaly. Generator 3. Coolant pressure fluctuating. Cal frowned. What? She moved before he stopped her. Slid under the unit. Tools whirred from her case. Microfracture. Line degrading. Surge imminent. Holt laughed. Xeno nonsense. Ignore her. A low groan built. Lights flickered. Workers froze. Ryan's welder sparked. Bypass engaged. Venting excess. Pressure gauge spiked. Then dropped. Flames licked the line's edge. Died in seconds. The groan faded. Lights steadied. Silence crashed. Cal knelt beside her. You just... Prevented ignition. Full depot fire. Rin wiped residue, mandibles flexing satisfaction. Workers stared. Mara clapped slow. Holy hell, that was depot killer. Holt's jaw tightened. He snatched a quarantine tag from his belt, red plastistrip, biohazard stamped, slapped it on Rin's shoulder. It adhered with a hiss. Hero, huh? Still Xeno. Quarantine enforced. Mercer, she's impounded. Town safety. Rin stiffened. Tag pulsed warning light. Cal ripped it off. Sparks flew. His prod grazed it. No. Holt drew his own prod. Dare you, Mercer. Keep the freak. Lose your land. Your license. Council's watching. Workers shifted. Some nodded approval. Others, quiet-eyed Rin's fix. Mara stepped up. Holt. She saved us. Logs will show it. Logs lie. Xeno sabotage. Holt advanced. Goons flanked. Cal blocked Ryan. Prod hummed. Back off. She's mine to protect. Ryan touched his arm, first time unprompted. Cal. Stand. Her eyes locked his. Trust metric? Solid now. He nodded. She faced Holt. Data. Vessery chem neutral post-wash. Proof in your scan. Tag illegal. Drone beeped agreement again. Workers muttered louder. Doubt creeping. Holt spat. Council decides. Lock down her till then. He signaled goons. Cal swung the prod. Arc leaped. Goon 1 dropped, twitching. Second lunged. Rin's tool case cracked his knee. He crumpled. Holt backed. Mutiny. Security. Alarms wailed. More workers poured in. Not all hostile. Mara yelled, "Stand down!" She fixed it. Chaos boiled. Cal grabbed Rin's hand, pulled her toward the generators. Cover there. Run? Strategic retreat. Her grip tightened. Partnership locked. They ducked behind humming units. Holt bellowed orders. Drones swarmed, but Mara's voice rose. "Med override! She's clear!" A side door hissed. Mara waved them. "Clinic access. Go." Cal hauled Rin through. Door sealed. They sprinted dim halls, her case clanking. Clinic bay. Sterile white. Auto docks humming. Mara barred the door. "Hide here, I vouch." Holt's bluffing. Scans prove her clean. Cal panted. Checked Rin. No wounds. You saved the depot. Team effort. Her mandibles brushed his sleeve. Affection? Viserys style. He smiled faint. Hand lingered on hers. Warm, steady. Prejudice cracking. Outside, Holt hammered. "Sato, open up." Mara patched comms. "Council feed live." They saw the fix. Rin's tagged hero now. Holt roared, but fists paused. Cal leaned close to Rhine. Whispered, "Thanks." Her eyes gleamed. Trust reciprocated. Drone feed crackled. Council voice. Inspection paused. Review evidence, but Holt's truck revved outside. Not over. Mara grinned. "Told you," but Towns riled. "Watch your back." Call nodded. Rhine sent? Gone. Replaced by something new. Alliance. Night shift loomed. Drones circled the clinic. Holt wouldn't quit. Rhine unpacked her case. Upgrade clinic defenses. Cal gripped the prod tighter. Yeah, together. Shadows lengthened. Trust sealed in action. But Council reconvened at dawn, and Holt plotted worse. A new ping hit Mara's console. Incoming. Anonymous threat vid. Rhine's face. Crosshairs overlaid. Burn the freak. Sender Holt's crew. Cal's blood iced. Protection just got real. Cal slammed the truck door and grabbed the scrap plywood from the bed. Nails bit into his palm. Rin clutched her case, eyes scanning the homestead's perimeter. Dusk bled red across the scrubland. He nodded at her. Inside. Help me board it tight. She followed, mandibles clicking approval. They worked fast. Cal wedged boards over the front windows first. Hammer strikes echoed sharp. Rhine held them steady, her four-fingered grip unyielding. "Vents next," she said. Her voice hummed low, accent thick but precise. "Bleach attacks target filtration." He paused, hammer mid-swing. "You know their playbook?" "Council archives. Holt's crew used it on my outpost." She sealed a vent flap with sealant from her case. "Humans hate the marker scent. Bleach strips it." Cal rigged the alarm next. Scrap wire from the shed twisted into trip lines around the porch. He spliced it to an old depot buzzer, silent until triggered. Battery pack hummed to life. This'll wake the drones. Council's watching feeds now. Rhine tested a wire. Efficient, like Vessery snare webs. Her claw brushed his hand. Not accident. He met her gaze, compound eyes gleaming violet. Warmth stirred in his chest. Prejudice? Fading fast. Headlights pierced the dark. Engines growled. Trucks circled the homestead, tires chewing gravel. Shouts rose. "Freak lover! Send her out!" Cal yanked Rin behind the boards. Mob. "Stay low." He chambered around in the shotgun. Non-lethal loads only. Council rules. But his gut twisted. Torches flared. Bottles shattered against the walls. Bleach stench hit first, acrid and burning. Canisters clanged into the vents. Hiss filled the air. "Gas the Xeno! Burn it out!" Smoke clawed through cracks. Cal's eyes watered. "They'll flood the place." Coughs racked him. Rhine seized his arm. Sealed room. Now. She dragged him down the hall, case-banging stairs. Panic room. His grandpa's old bunker. Airtight. Door hissed shut behind them. Air recycler's word. Cal wheezed. Thermal scanners. They'll spot us. She nodded. Unzipped her case. Vials gleamed. My scent masks heat. Full release. Mandibles parted. Glands pulsed. Thick mist bloomed. Musk heavy, like wet earth and ozone. Human noses recoiled at it, but now it coated his skin, cooled the air. He inhaled deep. No burn. How? Vesari evolution. Predator evasion. She pressed close, body heat blending into the fog. Her exoskeleton hummed faint vibration against his chest. Trust hit him square. Raw. Real. She'd saved the depot. Now this. Outside, boots thumped. Voices snarled. Scanner's blank. She's masking. Break the door. Metal scraped wood. Cal checked his comm. Mara's voice crackled. Cal! Drones inbound. Hold. Holt's leading. Big bastard in the red truck. Copy. He gripped Rin's shoulder, steady. She leaned in. Forehead ridge touching his jaw. Vesari bond sign. His pulse raced. Not fear. Thuds shook the walls. Axe blades bit boards. Cal eyed the bunker feed. Tripline snapped. Scream outside. Now. He triggered the porch alarm. Buzzer wailed. Flood lamps blazed. Rhine monitored scanners. 3 heat sigs on porch. Leader snared. Cal grinned fierce.
My turn.
He unsealed the door. Shotgun ready. Burst into the yard. Wires snare whipped tight around a man's ankle. Holt's foreman lackey. Face twisted red. Cal yanked the line. Man tumbled into lamplight, cursing. Trucks revved. Mob froze. Drones hummed overhead. Red lights recording. Got you, Cal growled. Dragged the ringleader's center yard. Bleach pooled harmless around boots. Council sees this. Assault on wedded pair. Your boss lit the fuse. Lackey thrashed. Holt said gas the freak. Your trait. Rin stepped out. Scent cloud trailing. Mob recoiled. Gagging. She loomed tall. Claws flexed. Record states. Attempted murder. Vesari testimony admissible. Drone zoomed close. Mara patched in. Live feed, Cal. Council's glued. Holt's truck peeling out. Coward. Mob grumbled. Trucks reversed. One hurled a final canister. Missed wide. Cal leveled shotgun. Go. Or join him. They scattered. Dust clouds swallowed taillights. Cal cut the snare. Lackey scrambled up. Spat. Town won't forget Mercer. She's poison. She's mine. Cal shoved him toward a truck. Walk. Rin watched him. Eyes soft. You trapped him. Like my webs. Teamwork. He holstered the gun. Touched her arm. Skin. Chitin. Warm under his fingers. Marriage papers felt real now. Not just land deed. Inside they pried boards loose. Air cleared slow. Bleach residue stung, but vents held. Cal patched the alarm. Rin calibrated scanners from her case. Upgraded. Scent detectors added.
He nodded.
Good. Pulled her close. No words. Her mandibles grazed his neck. Gentle. Heat built. Different from fight adrenaline. Trust sealed it. Mara calmed again. Clinic secure. Council's reviewing. But Holt's rallying night shift. Watch skies. Roger. Cal signed off. Stared at Rhine. Alien. Wife. Ollie. Dawn reconvened council. But Holt plotted worse. Cal chambered another round. Town wouldn't touch her again. Not while he breathed. He rigged fresh snares. Rhine mixed scent neutralizer. Partnership hardened. Outside, a lone truck idled distant ridge. Watcher. Cal sighted it. Finger itched trigger. Rhine's claw covered his hand. Wait. Evidence first. He lowered barrel. Smart. Her way. But decision burned deep. Protect her, no matter cost. Prejudice broke on action's edge. They chose each other. Outsiders forged tight. New ping hit his comm. Mara's voice urgent. Cal, Holt's filing divorce petition. Claims incompatibility. Council's hearing now. Blood iced. Fight just escalated. Rhine unpacked full case. Counter with bond scan. Vesari oath binds legal. Cal hammered last board firm. We fight together. Her eyes gleamed, always. Shadows shifted. Drones circled tighter. Holt's war opened wide. Cal gripped her hand. No letting go. Cal yanked the clinic door open. Rhine followed tight behind, her claws clicking on the permacrete floor. Mara looked up from her console, eyes widening at the shotgun slung over Cal's shoulder. Exam, now. On record. Cal slammed the door shut. Locked it. Neutral scan. Full biolog. Holt's petition claims incompatibility. We counter with facts. Mara nodded fast. Pulled on gloves. Tables prepped. Comms lived to counsel archive. She glanced at Rhine. Sit, please. Sensors first. Rin climbed onto the exam slab without hesitation. Her segmented limbs folded neat. Cal stood guard by the window, scanning the street. 2 trucks idled at the corner. Holt's night shift, watching. Scanner hung to life. Mara ran the wand over Rhine's torso. Vitals stable. No pathogens. Human-compatible air mix. She paused at the pheromone glands along Rin's neck ridges. Notes from her case? Rin tapped her wrist unit, projected a hollow sheet in Vessery script. Twisting glyphs pulsed blue, translated. Cal kept his voice level, kept eyes on the trucks. Mara leaned in, cross-referenced her MedPad database. Okay, defensive reflex. Glands activate under stress. Releases aerosol, pheromones that repel predators. Humans smell it as rot. Sulfur, ammonia mix. She met Cal's gaze. It's not filth, Cal. It's fear, pure survival chem. She can't control it raw. Rhine's mandibles clicked soft. Her eyes, compound, iridescent, fixed on Cal. No words. But the air stayed clean, no stink. Cal exhaled. Pieces clicked. The stench that turned the town rabid. Holt's fuel, build a fix, filter collar. Mechanic sheds stocked. Mara logged it all. On record. Bond intact. No incompatibility. She signed off the scan. Council gets this in 5. But Holt's yelling loud. Divorce hearing at dawn. Cal grabbed Rhine's arm, gentle, pulled her off the table. We move. My shop, now. They slipped out the back. Alley shadows hid them. Drones buzzed overhead. Holt's eyes. Cal chambered around, quiet. Rhine matched his pace, scanner case clutched tight. Shop door hissed shut. Cal bolted it, flipped on the fab bench lights. Collar specs. Glands here. He pointed to her neck, traced the ridge's light. Rhine nodded. Unclasped her tunic, exposed the vents. Glands pulsed faint yellow under stress skin. She projected schematics, filter matrix, vent control. My design. Cal pulled carbon weave from the bin. Laser cutter word. He sliced precise channels. Human seals, micropumps for neutralizer. Rin handed him the vial from her case. He loaded it. Fusion welder sparked. Components locked seamless. She tested the fit. Slid it on. Collar hummed. Activated. Glands vented test puff. Filtered clean. Air smelled like shop oil. Nothing else. Works. Call stepped back, watched her mandibles ease. No tension quiver. Rin touched the collar. Claws retracted full. She faced him, raised one claw hand, curled 3 segments inward, touched her chest plate, then his, slow arc outward, eyes locked. Vow gesture. Her voice rasped, halting English from the Ling implant. The Seri bind. Life debt. Choose ally. She repeated it, claw to her chest. To his. Cal, always. He mirrored it, clumsy fingers on segmented joints. But firm, always Rin. Heat flushed his neck, not fear, partnership. She clicked approval. Pulled him close. Mandibles grazed his jaw. Deliberate. No defense chem. Trust scent now. Faint spice, like colony sage. Calm buzzed. Mara's voice. Petition stalled. Scan bought time. But Holt's at gates. Rally speech. Protect humans from invaders. Crowds arming. Cal loaded the shotgun fresh. Rhine synced her case to collar controls. Drones, inbound. 3. He sighted the window. Shadows moved. Trucks revved. Holt's war closing. Rin's claw covered his trigger hand. Evidence. Then strike. Cal lowered the barrel. Nodded. Built together. fought together. Town's hate wouldn't break them. Holt's voice. That freak's poison. Divorce her, Cal. Prove you're one of us. Crowd roared. Cal gripped Ryan's hand, claws interlocked fingers. No letting go. Drones dropped low. Armed payloads glinted. Ryan's collar vented a test pulse. Clean warning chem. Human noses wouldn't gag. They'd think twice. Cal chambered round. They come. We hold. Her eyes gleamed. Together. First drone fired. Cal dove. Pulled her down. Blast scorched the door. Shop alarms wailed. Fight ignited. But collar worked. No stink. No fear. Giveaway. Holt's lie cracked. Council ping hitcom. Hearing advanced. Holt demands witness. Arrive armed. Cal rose. Ryan beside him. Vow sealed. They stepped into fire. Outsiders chosen. Prejudice about to burn. Holt's truck crested the ridge. Spotlights pierced night. Full assault. Ryan unpacked disruptor from case. My turn. Cal grinned. Human grit met Vessery steel. Dawn would judge. But they judged each other worthy first. Holt's megaphone cut through the smoke. Cal Mercer. Call off your pet freak. Divorce papers are filed. Hand her over now, and your land title clears today. No more liens. You're human. Act like it. Cal crouched behind the scorched barricade. Shotgun hot in his grip. Rin pressed beside him, disruptor pulsing low. Drones littered the dirt, smoking husks. Her collar hummed steady. No scent leak. They'd held the line through the night. 2 hours of fire and evasion. Holt's crew faltered at first whiff of her controlled chempulse. Not poison. Warning. Enough to scatter half his men. Cal keyed his comm, voice steady. Holt, stand down. We talk. Trucks idled. Spotlights dimmed. Holt stomped forward, flanked by 4 roughnecks. Big men, welders from the yard, faces twisted in disgust. They kept distance. Ryan's pulse lingered in the air. Cal rose slow. Rin matched him. Case clipped to her belt. Claws retracted. Eyes sharp on Holt. You're done, Mercer, Holt barked. Stop 20 paces out. Council's hearing at dawn. That thing's a liability. Relocate her quiet. Title's yours. Sign here. He tossed a tablet. It skidded to Cal's boots. Cal picked it up. Scanned the dock. Clean transfer. Land free and clear. Family plot safe. His jaw tightened. Rin's hand brushed his arm. Silent. Signal. Trust her play.
Fine, Cal said.
Freight yard. Noon. She's yours. Holt grinned. Yellow teeth. Smart man. Proves you're one of us. He thumbed his comm unit. Logged the deal. Turned back to his truck. Ryan's claw flickered. Fast. Invisible in the shadows. She palmed a microtracer. Slapped it under Holt's belt as he passed close. No one saw. Cal covered, stepping forward with the tablet. Signatures first, Cal said. Distracted him. Holt signed. Snatched it back. Noon sharp. Come along. Engine roared. Convoy peeled out. Cal exhaled. Ryan synced the tracer to her case. Live. Feed. Active. They retreated. Inside. Shop secure. Alarms silenced. Cal barred the door. What now? Map his hires. Ryan's fingers danced over the holographic display. Vesari tech. Compact. Precise. Alien script flickered to English overlay. He pings contacts. 3 crews. Freight yard rendezvous. Armed. Not relocation. Processing site. Off-grid. Cal leaned in. Studied the grid. Red dots converged. Old Mill District. Rumors of black market chems. He's selling you, not shipping. Ryan's eyes met his. No fear. Resolve. We expose. Council first. Cal nodded. Gripped her shoulder. Claws pricked light through his shirt. Bond sealed in fire. Gear up. Noon burned hot at the freight yard. Cal pulled up alone in his battered hauler. Ryan tucked low in the cargo bed, cloaked under thermal tarp. Tracer fed real-time to her wrist unit. Holt waited with 6 men, crates stacked high. Rails hummed empty. No official freight. She's in the back, Cal called. Killed the engine. Stepped out slow. Hands visible. Holt smirked. Knew you'd see reason. Popped the hatch. Cal circled. Unlatched. Tarp shifted subtle. Ryan's disruptor primed silent. 2 goons yanked the cover. Empty bed, they spun. Tracer hit! Ryan's voice crackled in Cal's earpiece. Crew mapped. Full roster. Holt's face purpled. You double-crossed. Cal drew his sidearm. Steady. Council's waiting. Your comms broadcasting. Every ping, every hire. Holt clawed for his belt. Too late. Ryan vaulted out. Disruptor locked on. Blue field pinned his arms. Goons froze. Her collar vented a compliance pulse. Mild sting. Human nerves lit up. No harm, just paralysis. Move, Cal said. Shoved Holt toward the council shuttle idling at the gate. Mara Sato waved from the ramp. Clinic tech. Ally since day one. She'd tipped the advanced hearing. Holt bucked. This is mutiny. Freaks poison. Council's on my side. Shuttle doors hissed shut. Lifted smooth. Council chambers loomed downtown. Glass dome. Elders in session. They landed hard. Marines cleared the hall. Neutral enforcers. Cal marched Holt in. Ryan flanked, case projecting the tracer log. Hollow grid bloomed midair. Pings. Hires. Mill site cords. Processing manifest. Council head Vance leaned forward. Graybeard. Sharp eyes. Explain, Foreman Dane. Holt spat. Mercer's married a monster. She's defective. Sent kills. I offered relocation. Rin tapped the display. Defensive chem. Controlled. She triggered her collar. Clean air. No gag reflex from the elders. Vance inhaled. Nodded. Proceed, Ms. Vessa. Tracer evidence. Grid zoomed. Holt's voice clips played. Process the alien. Black market payout. Title bribe for Mercer. Chamber gasped. Holt lunged. Marines pinned him. You framed me. Holt roared at Cal. Human against human. Cal stepped close, voice low. Chose my wife. She's earned it. Ryan synced the full dump. Crew manifests. Weapons logs. Assault on our home. Vance slammed gavel. Dane, you're relieved. Charges, conspiracy, prejudice incitement, attempted trafficking. Mercer Vessa, petition granted, marriage validated. Land title cleared. Full. Holt sagged in cuffs. Eyes wild. You'll regret this. Town hates her. Mara slipped Cal a med scanner. Vitals stable. But check her claw wounds. She'd patched Ren post-skirmish. Human touch, no judgment. Ryan flexed her hand, interlocked with Cal's. Claws gentle. We hold. Council dispersed. Shuttles hummed away. Yard cleared. Cal drove them home. Shop intact. Dents patched later. He killed the engine. Turned to her. Trap worked. Her mandibles clicked soft. The sorry smile. Your yes. My trace. Together. He pulled her close. Lips met chitin. No disgust. Partnership forged. Town whispered still. Holt's poison lingered. But prejudice cracked. Calm buzzed. Vance, one more. Holt's crew scattered. Watch your backs. Cal chambered around. Rin charged the disruptor. Outsiders chosen. Pressure built stronger bonds. Dawn's judgment passed. Night's threats loomed. They stood shoulder to claw. Ready. Cal slammed the contract onto the workbench. Ink-smeared paper from the colony's forced union. His fingers gripped it tight. 1 rip. 2. Shreds fluttered to the oil-stained floor. Ryan's mandibles parted. Her compound eyes locked on the pieces. Cal, you're free. He swept the fragments into his palm. Crushed them. That bound us by threat, not choice. Go if you want. Repatriation shuttle leaves tomorrow. She stepped closer. Chitin plates gleamed under the shop lights. Her scent, sharp, defensive, filled the air. Most humans recoiled. Cal breathed it in, familiar now. Free. She tested the word. The Sari accent clipped the edges, picked up a shard. Let it drop. I choose here. With you. His chest tightened. He nodded. No words needed. She synced her wristcom to his. Shared access. Full trust. Com pinged. Mara Sato's voice. Papers incoming. Repatriation waiver for Ryan. Holt's old crew stirring trouble at the gate. Stay inside. Cal chambered another round in the shotgun. Ryan charged her disruptor. They waited. Dawn broke. Shuttle pad buzzed with colonists. Foreman Holt's shadow lingered. His crew jeered from the crowd. Alien trash! Send her back! Cal gripped Rin's claw, led her through the throng. Mara met them at the admin dome, clinic tech's coat spotless. She thrust a tablet forward. Sign here, Ryan. Rejects Holt's push for deportation. Independent residency. Decide, Cal. Ryan's claws danced over the screen. Thumbprint sealed it. Independent, but not alone, crowd murmured. A burly mechanic spat. Traitor Mercer. Marrying that stink bug. Cal's jaw set. He faced them. Council validated us. Land's ours. But prejudice? That's Holt's poison. Not colony law. Jeers swelled. Someone hurled a wrench. Rin's disruptor hummed. Cal raised a hand. Enough. We eat together tonight. My yard. 8 sharp. Bring your hate. Or your hunger. Mara smirked. Bold. I'll bring the med kit. Rin tilted her head. Shared meal. Vessery right. Binding. He squeezed her claw. Human style, too. Food fights words. They pushed through, back to the truck. Engine roared to life. Shop filled by noon. Cal welded dents from Holt's raid. Sparks flew. Rin calibrated tools. Her precision unmatched. Human gauges jammed on Vessery harmonics. She fixed them blind. You're wasted here, he said. Wiped sweat. Her mandibles clicked. Laugh. Wasted? You weld. I tune. Colony runs. He grinned. Human stubbornness met alien discipline. Perfect fit. Afternoon dragged. Calm flooded. RSVPs mixed. Half the town. Curious. Hostile. Mara confirmed. Holt's boys coming. Armed with forks, not guns. Yet. Cal stalked the grill. Steaks for humans. Rin's synth protein slabs. Blue, sizzling with her spices. Scent punched the air. Citrus bite under the edge. Crowd gathered. At dusk. 80 souls. Whispers hissed. Smells like bug spray. He fired up the grill. Smoke billowed. Flipped meat. No apology. Ladled Rin's portion first. Handed her the plate. Eat. She took it. Stood tall. Claws steady. Foreman Holt second. Jax shoved forward. Red-faced. This mockery? Holt rots in lockup 'cause of her. Cal met his glare. Holt framed himself. Conspiracy logs don't lie. Ryan synced them. Saved my land. Our lives. Jax sneered. She stays. We leave. Half the crowd shifted. Mara stepped up. Leave hungry. Vitals say prejudice spikes blood pressure. Clinic's full tomorrow. Rin plated seconds. Offered Jax. Taste. Judge. He slapped it down. Blue sludge smeared his boot. Freak. Chaos brewed. Fists clenched. A woman near Mara muttered agreement. Ryan moved. Fast. Grabbed Jax's wrist. Not hard. Restraint hold. Vessery martial training. Words wound. Fists break law. Cal flanked her. Shotgun leaned nearby. Unneeded. Her grip spoke. Jax yanked free. Backed off. You'll pay. Crowd split. Some grabbed plates. Stayed. Chewed. Eyes widened at flavors. Not bad. Spicy kick. Mara scanned a kid's arm. Claw mark healed clean. Ryan's sterile. Better than some humans. Whispers turned. Cal served more. Rin beside him. Shoulder to chitin. Jax rallied 5. Town first. Humans only. They charged the grill. Cal dropped a spatula. Grabbed the shotgun. Ryan's disruptor whined. Mara yelled, Council feed live! Drones hummed overhead. Vance's voice boomed from speakers. Disperse. Dane's crew on watch list. Jax froze. Cursed. His group scattered into shadows. Plate empty. A gray-haired miner approached. Mercer, that alien fixed my rig last week. Wouldn't start. Now purrs. Ryan nodded. Harmonics. Human engines vibrate wrong. He chuckled. Extraordinary. Crowd thinned. Positive murmurs lingered. Prejudice cracked, not gone. Cow cleared plates. Rin stacked them. Stars wheeled above. She paused, took his hand, human palm to claw, interlocked, raised it high. Repeated their vow gesture, thumb to mandible, claw to pulse. Public. Bold. Gasps. Then claps. Mara whooped. Partners, Rin said. Voice carried. He pulled her close, lips brushed chitin. No flinch. Town watched. Jax's voice echoed from the dark. This ain't over. Olt's got friends off-world. Cal chambered around. Rin charged the disruptor. Mara slipped him a scanner. Check her wounds. And yours. They stood, shoulder to claw. Outsiders chosen. Bonds forged in fire. Comm buzzed. Vance. Incoming ship. Unlocked. Armed. Dawn's peace shattered. Night's real threat dropped from orbit.